You was my brother, Charlie. You should have looked out for me a little bit. You should have taken care of me just a little bit so I wouldn't have to take them dives for the short end money.
Well, I had some bets down for you. You saw some money.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
Well, for me, Bud Schulberg's the master.
Bud Schulberg. Now, there's a guy who really did write the great American novel.
Tonight, Vernon Forrest went back in time a little bit. Looked sensational, and redemption he got tonight against Sergio Mora, winning a unanimous decision and a 5th World Championship.
Vernon Forrest has a second major endeavor called Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child Incorporated is a therapeutic group to house people with mental disabilities, give them opportunity to be integrated back into society. Most of the people that we have in our group come out of Georgia institution, a mental institution.
RIP KNIT Subroc.
I mean, it was Marvin Gaye. You know, it was just unique and special.
Baatin was chosen to bring you a path.
Yeah, bring back Baatin, I think back often. Before all this bullshit bling rap started, the slick rap artists, the modern day gone peace, the Bud Schulberg, the harder they fall. The clap burning the fight, but cats murdered the fighter. Took 2 max to shorten his life up, cause if they fought him straight up, Forrest would've beat the fuck out of them fake thugs and wait up like right at 154. Cats drop like Grandmaster Rock, it's a fact, life's really short. Like your dad's on Lipitor, from a heart attack hit the floor. We never rap to get awards, but should we scope the subplot? Rappers still ain't as dope as Subroc. Type of shit we put on hold like a blood clot. We bust talk for the broken, the ones lost.
Nicknamed the Explosive Thin Man, Arguello had 82-8 with 65 knockouts. He rallied to knock out future Hall of Famer Ruben Olivares in the 13th round to win the WBA featherweight crown. Arguello also went on to capture the super featherweight and lightweight title belts, and he was elected Managua's mayor last November.
Where will he be ranked in history?
He didn't enjoy the same profile as Hagler, Hearns and all of those people, but I think he deserves to be on the same pedestal.
Tonight's first guest is a true legend. You all know him as the star of Kung Fu, Kill Bill, Death Race 2000, Bound for Glory, Americana, and about 100 other films. Please welcome David Carradine.
Yo, sacred where you been, perish like a vacant scheme. Unexplainable like the case of Carradine. Quad chain came without assessing the payroll. Nicaragua wept at the death of Arguello. So the boxing and humanitarians, my nerves were shot. He got a lump in my throat when I heard Arturo Gatti got slain. He had a heart like rain. Robinson was sold just like Marvin Gaye. It don't sit well, up in heaven some this hell. 10 years since his murder, still repping the big L. Hold your ground, you won't be able to balance. On your feet, you ain't a warrior like Diego Corrales. Off the canvas, standing tall, he should've earned some better pay. I'ma go out when I want to, just like Ernest Hemmingway. Cause anyways, it's only D in the abyss of my soul. We grew up on ODB, so yo, we miss him the most.
My name is Old Dirty Bastard.
We are not here to mourn Old Dirty Bastard's death. We are here to celebrate Old Dirty Bastard's life.
For a little bit of background, Hemingway, he often writes about war stories, something like For Whom the Bell Tolls, for example. And we do, in fact, have a background of Hemingway being involved in war activities. In World War I, he was an ambulance driver and was actually wounded carrying out the duties of taking care of people on the field.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
If God ever said, make a fighter, make a perfect fighter, the closest that would come to that would be Sugar Ray Robinson.
He was the greatest. Pound for pound, the greatest fighter that ever lived.
Diego Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo, May 7th, 2005. This was no fight. It was a war. A savage, if you hit me again and I find out about it, you're in big trouble battle that took its place amongst the most brutal battles in boxing history. But with his back against the ropes and Castillo throwing punch after punch, Corrales somehow, someway uncorked his own left to catch the oncoming Castillo and followed with 3 howitzer rights, leaving Castillo defenseless and weeks. No alternative but to stop the fight. It was an ending worthy of a Rocky movie, and one which had many at ringside, including my ESPN ringside colleague Brian Kenny, calling it a classic, and the greatest single title bout in boxing history. After the fight, Corrales' trainer Joe Goosen said, You would have to be sadistic to want to see this one again.
Big L, rest in peace.
I'm rappers in the wheelchair, because the villain you still fit.
There was a day when fighters had more pride about what they did. They showed up every night they got in that ring. And Gatti shows up every night he gets in that ring.
A lot of times in my career, I could have just, given up, but that's not who I am. 20 to 30 years from now, people are going to miss me because I'm never going to be an Arturo Gatti again.